this week. Just finished up with my leg routine, so I'm gonna cap it off with a little bit of this. A little Brunson way.
Champs, divisional champs, NFC champs, and world champs.
If it's one thing that'll do it, it's the injury bug. And that looks like that's the case we're dealing with this week. So I don't even know if Corey Clement gonna play. I don't even know if Corey gonna play. So we bring in Josh Adams. Like, okay, so this is what we got. This we all know is not going for us. We know that the wide receiver core is banged up. We know that the running back core is banged up. This is what we have going for us, though. Everybody's going to talk about the negatives all week on why they think we can't win this game. I'm here to tell you that we will win this game and we can win this game. This is what we have going against us. First, I'll talk about what's going against us right now. We got a quarterback just coming back from major knee reconstruction surgery or whatever they did to repair the knee. We got a quarterback coming back from probably not playing in a meaningful game since about 10 months. Do you realize this? The last time this guy played in a meaningful game was a meaningful game, if that makes any sense, because he didn't go through training camp with the first group. He didn't go through any preseason regimens. He didn't go through any contact. This will be his first experience with true contact. And, you know, this how it got to go down. This is how it got to go down in week 3 for us. It's how it got to go down. So we're dealing with a quarterback coming back from injury, but he is a special talent. He is a one-of-a-kind talent. Now we're dealing with our starting running back possibly being the guy who was just on the practice squad. Possibly being the guy who was just on the practice squad. And Josh Adams. So we're dealing with having Josh Adams and Wendell Smallwood. I don't even know if neither one of them can catch like Corey or Sproles. But I think Josh Adams can run as violently as Jay Ajayi. I just pray to God he holds on to the ball. So your quarterback doesn't have any cohesion with his running backs right now. That's just the facts. Your quarterback doesn't have any cohesion with the wide receivers. That's the facts. Yeah, we know he's familiar with Jordan, Nelson, Ertz. These are his guys. Hopefully they got caught up all well and fine and dandy in practice. But Carson, they ain't catch a ball from Carson in 10 months. You see what I'm saying? Longer for Jordan Matthews. That's an adjustment period for them guys as well. The whole offense is going to look out of sync, but I will take an out of sync offense with Carson Wentz over an out of sync offense with Nick Foles. You know what I mean? Because throwing power and accuracy can overcome the lack of cohesion and playing together in a few series. Probably one series with the type of player Carson Wentz is. Now let's talk about what we have going for us. I believe anybody can run behind this line. Anybody can run behind this line. As long as the line is creating opportunities and blocking for Carson, I believe that we should be okay. I believe we should be okay. We have the offensive line intact, we have the defensive line intact, and we have the defense intact. Even though the defense looked a little shaky against the Buccaneers, I believe the defense knows that they lost that game. It wasn't on the offense. The defense knows they lost that game. So the defense will tighten up. We will have a defense that's ferocious, and we will have a defense that gets it right about now. That is what's going for us. I looked at the Colts and the Redskins game. It's no secret. If anybody really watched the game, you see the Colts on defense like they play a soft zone. A soft zone. You know who else played a lot of zone last night on that Thursday night matchup? Guess who else played a lot of zone? Guess. The Browns. The Browns played a whole bunch of zone. Now you got two different type of quarterbacks. You got Tyrod Taylor, who could expose a wide open part of the zone. Then you got a Baker Mayfield who came in who can gun it in the hole in the zone. When you got somebody that could throw a laser to a hole in the zone is ineffective. But a guy like Mayfield and a guy like Foles, they kind of lollipop it to the hole in the zone. Too much air under the ball. Too much air under the ball. You need somebody with some arm strength to expose the zone, and we get that guy back today. The Colts rush forward, and they drop everybody else back in zone. We have to exploit that early and often. Early and often. Early and often. I actually expect Josh Adams to have a really, really good game. If Corey Clement doesn't play, he's questionable. We already know Ajayi is out. We already know Sproles is out. I don't think Clement has been ruled out yet. But if Corey Clement doesn't play, I expect Josh Adams to go ham. I expect them to go ham. I'm not really expecting much out of Smallwood, but you can't sleep on Smallwood. You can't sleep on a running back that the opposition doesn't have tape on. You know what I mean? You can't sleep on a guy like that. I expect Carson to have a good day. I expect Carson to have a good day as well. Yes, he's going to show signs of rust in the beginning. Yes, he's going to show signs of rust in the beginning. But he will set a win. He will set a win. By the second drive, he will set a win. He will set a win. He will set a win. Bold prediction for this game. I expect Carson to have 300 passing yards. I believe Carson Wentz can get 300 passing yards on his defense. If Nick Foles can get 300, almost 350 passing yards on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense with the same weapons, I believe Carson Wentz can do the same thing. I believe Carson Wentz can do the same thing. As of right now, we only have one passing touchdown. Nick Foles got that against the Buccaneers. I think Carson Wentz can throw for 2 touchdowns in this game and expose this zone. I do not want to see Carson Wentz running right now. I don't want to see him running right now. I pray to God he doesn't get in a position where he has to run and scramble and he doesn't see that guy coming from behind. I don't want that to happen to Carson Wentz. Blocking is key. Blocking is key. I hate to say it is, but I believe the offensive line will block better for Carson Wentz. I believe they know they have to be on their game, which they should be at all times, no matter who's under center. But I believe that they will block at an optimum level for Carson Wentz. And that's what we need them to do. We don't need Carson Wentz to get sacked one time in this game. We have to have the quick game on point, especially knowing that this team relies on the zone heavily. Yes, their coach is a guy that was a part of our staff. That's another thing going against us. We have so many things going against us in this game against a team when I know we're 100% healthy, a team we would blow out, a team we would dismantle. But this game has become more and more difficult because we don't have all our pieces. We are extremely banged up. I've never seen us this hurt at all. Wide receivers depleted, running back positions depleted, but we still can win this game. Because we have Doug Peterson who can coach these guys and get these guys ready. And we have the key personnel for what it takes to win any game, an offensive line and a defensive line. And we getting back our MVP in Carson Wentz. Hopefully Jason Peters plays. Hopefully he's good to go. But if not, Big V has made his bones off being able to come in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's a salute to Big V because that's hard to do. That's hard to do. When you're going to be named the starter, and then when you're not the starter anymore, you coming in and coming out. I do not want to see Jalen Mills on T.Y. Hilton. In fact, I do not want to see Jalen Mills on the outside this game, but I know what's going to happen. I know they're not going to give up on him like that, but I don't want to see it. I'm tired of seeing Jalen Mills get beat like a guy like a damn African drum in Kenya. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. He needs to tighten up. He needs to get his stuff together. I believe that will happen as well because he's not the type of player that likes to be made a fool. You know what I'm saying? We got this, Eagles Nation. We got this. We banged up, but we're going to be good teams find ways to win games. We was banged up against the Falcons. We found a way to beat the Falcons. We was banged up against Tampa Bay. They edged us by less than 7. We going into this one banged up, but we get Carson back and it's at the link. You know what I mean? I don't see the Colts winning 2 consecutive road games. And I don't see the Eagles winning this game at home. I don't see the Eagles losing this game at home to the Colts. We straight. Doug needs to formulate a game plan. I believe in Josh Adams. I believe in the wide receiver core. I believe in everything that has happened during the course of this week. I believe in why we didn't go after these receivers that everybody wanted us to go after. I believe all of this stuff is going to play out to our advantage. Shout out to Howie Roseman for trading Jordan Matthews to get Ronald Darby. Then the very next year, you got Jordan Matthews back and still have Ronald Darby. That's how you pull a move. That's a boss move. That's a GM. That's a GM worthy of praise. That's a GM worthy of praise. Don't be mad at Howie for not going after Josh Gordon. Don't be mad at Howie for not going after Dez Bryant. We don't need those people. We don't need Josh Gordon. Why would we waste a draft pick on somebody who is not even reliable? He might want to quit next year. He's been so up and down in the past. He might want to quit next year. He shows all the signs to me of an employment risk. This is a business to NFL. This is a business like any other business. When you're seeking out employment, you look for these risk factors. This guy might quit, or this guy's days of substance abuse aren't behind him, and he could cost us. He can be sidelined. It's all red flags, and smart teams look after the red flags. You think the Patriots going to re-sign him? You think he's still going to be in the Patriots uniform after next year? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. And what if he's not even effective with Tom Brady? Are we still going to say we should have got him? What if he goes over there with the Patriots and is not producing? It's not producing. The Patriots are out a 5th-round draft pick. We don't make moves like that on people. We'll draft and we'll develop, like we've been doing. We'll draft and we'll develop. And if we want to trade for somebody, like we did with Ronald Darby, we're going to trade for Ronald Darby and still somehow, some way, end up with both players like next year. A fantastic move by Howie. Fantastic move by Howie. Fantastic move by Howie. You know, I'm sticking up for Howie. I don't appreciate the fan base trying to crap on Howie or whatever they doing. I don't appreciate that. Because Howie Roseman is the greatest GM in Eagles history. Period. 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 He was fired, brought back in, came back with a vengeance. Howie Roseman will get the job done. He will continue to be the rock and the staple for bringing in talent to the organization. We will defeat the Indianapolis Colts. In my opinion, at full strength, the Indianapolis Colts are light work. I think Carson Wentz is going to expose this defense. And Leroy Legend will be wearing a Shady McCoy jersey. That's just the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And if I got to wear a Colts jersey behind this, I put my neck on the line for this win because I believe we could do it and we are better than the Colts. So absolutely, I will accept that challenge. If I got to wear a Colts jersey, then it is what it is. It is what it is. Won't be the last time I put my neck out there on the line for my team. And that's just how we rocking. But we will come out with a W. We're not taking no loss at home to no damn Indianapolis Colts. We ain't rocking like that. We ain't taking no loss like that. We're not taking this loss. Trust me when I tell you. Don't be scared. Have no worry. Have no doubt. We're going to come out of there with a win. One way or the other. We're going to come out of there with a win. Either the defense going to win the game or the offense going to win the game. Expect big plays out of the special teams, too. I think we got a really good special teams. They have yet to show what they can do. I expect us to create turnovers. Andrew Luck throws interceptions. He throws them. He throws them our way. We got to come down with him. We got to come down with him, Ronald. Come down with him, Darby. Prediction for the game. Eagles going to take this one. Eagles going to take this one. I'm going to say 28-13. I don't see them getting over 20 points. I don't see them getting over 20 points. I see it being competitive, but we pull away. We pull away for 28-13. We might get them out of here by the half. Who knows? The sheriff is back.